Hi guys, and welcome. Today I'd like to go over a do-it-yourself emergency kit or camping kit, depending on how you look at it. So I just have it in a scarf, kind of as a bag, and these shopping bags. So the shopping bags, there's two of them, adds a little bit extra waterproofing, but also I like the shopping bags to collect trash, carry out trash, my own trash. Let's say I eat an apple, something, whatever, eat a can of sardines, have the sardine can. I don't want to put the open sardine can inside my pack. Here I might, because I could wash it out in the river right there. A lot of times I'm not near water, so what I do is I put the nasty trash in here. Also pick up trash along the trail as much as I can. So put the nasty trash in there, and then I tie it to the outside of my pack, and it's getting aired out. Yeah, so that's another use for it. But the survival kit doesn't even require a scarf, uses a bag, or the shopping bags can stand alone as this. It's good to have a rag. What I'm doing with it also is settling down on the rattle a little bit. It's a steel cup. It's good to have. I can drink my coffee out of that. There we go. Now I'm almost like a civilized man. Oh yeah, it's good. It's good to have a rag, cotton, tissues, emergency toilet paper. And I store it together, but this is really the camping kit, survival kit, whichever you want to call. And this is a peanut butter jar that I cleaned out really well. And I don't know if you've noticed that most of your containers in the store have a safety seal. If they have the safety seal, then they're not waterproof. Water can get in there. It might be a little bit difficult for water to get in there, but still, it's not waterproof. So I cut a piece of motorcycle tire, inner tube, not tire, sorry, inner tube, and I changed my own motorcycle tires, and a lot of my motorcycles are tube type tires, or even if they're not, I might put a tube in there for different purposes. Let's say you don't have a motorcycle, you can use a bicycle tube, and you could buy a bicycle tube, they're not much. Or you could go to a motorcycle shop, a smaller one is better. I would say mom and pop would be the best, but not necessarily big dealer. You could still ask, go to the parts manager, the owner, and ask permission to dive in the tire pile or the tire dumpster, because it costs them money to get rid of them. And a lot of times they'll say yes, and you take a tube home for free. This is also flammable. You can cut it into thin strips, use it as emergency fire starter. The molten blobs that come off stay burning, will burn if it's wet. I mean, it's waterproof, right? So it's not going to get soggy. But I'm using it as a watertight seal. And also, before we move on, you might have heard about Ranger bands. It's another topic in itself. So what do I get? Got a spoon, broke it off to fit in my kit. I carry a spoon, but that's an extra spoon. Got a lighter with a ferro rod taped to it. Right. Got a lighter with more tape. I like to have tape. I like electrical tape better than band-aids. And a lot of other uses. Swiss Army knife. I just did a multi-tool video. Got candles. So let's say I'm caught somewhere unexpectedly and need to make a fire. It's getting dark. Well, I can light this, and then that gives me the light to see sources of kindling, get the fire started, and this will burn for hours. Then if the tinder isn't as dry as I'd like, this can actually dry out the tinder until it ignites, and the bigger and bigger flame you get, the less and less important it is for the wood to be dry. And as the fire gets larger, I can see a further distance for gathering firewood. And this wax is actually flammable. That drips into a fire, it ignites. So anyway, really good to have. What else I got? All kinds of wonderful stuff. Now, pen, pencil stub, paper. Maps are good. Compass. You can learn to make your own map. You got a compass, pen and or pencil, you got some paper, make a map going in, then you can follow your own tracks coming out. Have a ginger chew. Oh, there's a few of them. Those last a long time. Menthol cough drop. Battery for a flashlight. Another ferro rod, big beefy one. Cross with the Lord's Prayer on it, that gives me strength. Not everyone's a Christian probably listen to this, but you could be. Hacksaw blade, it's good to have a saw. Plus, it's a striker. String, it's really strong string. Heavy garbage bag. So these two together can be my tent in the morning. It's still raining. I'm gonna hike out of there. This could be my poncho. This is a container. Can eat out of it, drink out of it. This too has some tape on it. I like electrical tape. I don't want to make this video hours and hours long, so this is what I have. I'll show you one more trick. You want to get those fibers broken up. Maybe. It's quite a bit of flame, isn't it? It's jute twine, really cheap. Makes good tinder, doesn't it? But anyway, don't want to make this too long. You could have a detailed video on each one of these. I've already gone over multi-tools a little bit. So, time permits, God is willing, we'll get into these in the future. Camping kit versus survival kit. There's different philosophies. I'm not going to say one's right and one's wrong. You choose for yourself. The first philosophy is you have a survival kit and you never open it unless you need it. And some people even buy pre-packaged survival kits like that. If so, I'd want to open it at least once and make sure the tools in there are any good. Because a lot of this pre-packaged stuff, it's unusable. So if you get in a situation where you actually need it, you find out it doesn't work, it's bad. A lot of people just never touch it. It's reserved for emergencies. I believe in redundancy. Even so, I don't want quadruplicate. I don't want too much of the same thing, unless it's something like the candles where you use it and then you need another one because it gets used up. In that case, yes. But I'm of the philosophy it's a camping kit, and this is what I use, especially ultralight camping, motorcycle camping, and I know how to use it. This is what I do. So if I get caught somewhere and I'm unexpectedly camping out, whatever you want to call it, I don't usually get shot out of fighter planes, you know, or if you want to call it survival. I've already been using it. It's routine. I've learned to ultralight camp, and it's just another day in the life. And for me, personally, that's a better system, and you'll decide what works for you. I'm wrapping up this video with John 8:51. Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death. Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll be back as soon as I can.